Learning to say no can be one of the most challenging things for many people. Whether it's saying no to a friend's request or declining a work assignment, many of us struggle with setting boundaries and saying no without feeling guilty or regretful. However, mastering the art of saying no is crucial for our mental and emotional well-being. In this video, we will explore 5 psychological tips for saying no with confidence and ease. These tips can help you set boundaries, prioritize your time and energy, and take care of yourself. So, get ready to say no like a pro. Number 1. Practice assertiveness. Assertiveness is a communication style that involves expressing your needs, opinions, and feelings in a clear, direct, and respectful manner. It's a middle ground between aggression and passivity, where you stand up for yourself and your beliefs while also considering the needs and feelings of others. Practicing assertiveness can help you say no more effectively because it allows you to communicate your boundaries and preferences without being aggressive or passive. Here are some tips for practicing assertiveness. 1. Use I statements. When expressing yourself, use I statements instead of you statements. For example, say, "I feel uncomfortable doing that," instead of "you are making me uncomfortable." 2. Be direct. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't beat around the bush or sugarcoat your message. 3. Use body language. Your body language can convey assertiveness as well. Stand up straight, make eye contact, and speak in a clear, firm voice. 4. Practice in low-stakes situations. Start small by practicing assertiveness in low-stakes situations, such as with a friend or family member. This will help build your confidence and comfort with assertiveness. 5. Be respectful. Remember to consider the needs and feelings of others. Assertiveness does not mean being selfish or disregarding others' needs. It's about finding a balance between your needs and the needs of others. By practicing assertiveness, you can become more comfortable with expressing yourself and setting boundaries. This can make it easier to say no when you need to without feeling guilty or causing conflict. Practice assertive communication in low-stakes situations so that you're more comfortable when it comes time to say no. Number 2. Set boundaries. Boundaries are the limits you set for yourself and others in terms of what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and how you want to be treated. Setting boundaries is important for maintaining your physical and emotional well-being, and it can help you say no more effectively. It's important to set boundaries and communicate them clearly. If you're not comfortable doing something, say so. Don't feel guilty about protecting your own time, energy, and resources. Here are some tips for setting boundaries. 1. Know your limits. Think about what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. This can include how much time you're willing to commit to a task or project, what types of behaviors you're willing to tolerate, and what you need to feel respected and valued. 2. Communicate your boundaries. Once you know your boundaries, communicate them clearly and respectfully. Let others know what you're willing and not willing to do, and what you need from them in order to feel comfortable and respected. 3. Be consistent. Once you set a boundary, stick to it. Consistency is key when it comes to setting boundaries. If you let someone cross a boundary once, they may assume it's okay to do so again. 4. Practice self-care. Setting boundaries can be challenging, so it's important to take care of yourself. Engage in activities that help you relax and recharge, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. By setting clear boundaries, you can make it easier to say no when you need to. You'll also feel more in control of your time and energy, which can improve your overall well-being. Number 3. Focus on the positive. When you say no to something, it's important to remember that you're also saying yes to something else. Focusing on the positive outcomes of saying no can make it easier to say no without feeling guilty or regretful. Here are some tips for focusing on the positive. 1. Identify what you're saying yes to. When you say no to something, think about what you're saying yes to instead. This could be more time with your family, more time to work on a personal project, or simply more time to relax and recharge. 2. Remind yourself of your goals. When you have a clear sense of your goals and priorities, it's easier to say no to things that don't align with those goals. Remind yourself of your goals and the steps you need to take to achieve them. 3. Visualize the positive outcomes. Imagine the positive outcomes of saying no. This could include feeling less stressed, having more energy, or achieving your goals faster. 4. Reframe your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you're giving up by saying no, focus on what you're gaining. Reframe your mindset to see saying no as a positive step towards achieving your goals and taking care of yourself. By focusing on the positive outcomes of saying no, you can feel more confident and empowered when it comes time to set boundaries and say no. It can also help you stay motivated and focused on your goals, which can improve your overall well-being. Number 4. Use no as a complete sentence. Many people feel the need to justify their no by providing a reason or excuse. However, providing a reason or excuse can open the door to negotiation or debate, which can make it harder to say no. Don't beat around the bush or make excuses. Say no clearly and confidently. Examples of no statements include, "I'm sorry, but I can't commit to that right now," or "I appreciate the invitation, but I won't be able to make it." Here are some tips for using no as a complete sentence. 1. Be clear and direct. When saying no, be clear and direct. Say no and leave it at that. You don't need to provide a lengthy explanation or apology. 2. Avoid apologies. Apologizing for saying no can send the message that you're doing something wrong or that you feel guilty. Instead, be confident in your decision to say no. 3. Use a firm tone. Your tone of voice can convey confidence and assertiveness. Use a firm, confident tone when saying no. 4. Be respectful. While you don't need to provide a reason for saying no, it's important to be respectful. Avoid being dismissive or rude. By using no as a complete sentence, you can avoid opening the door to negotiation or debate. This can make it easier to stick to your boundaries and say no without feeling guilty or regretful. Remember, you have the right to say no without providing a reason or excuse. Number 5. Practice saying no. Just like any skill, saying no takes practice. If you're used to saying yes all the time, saying no can feel uncomfortable or even scary. Practicing saying no can help you build confidence and feel more comfortable with setting boundaries. Here are some tips for practicing saying no. 1. Start small. Begin by saying no to small requests or commitments. This could be saying no to a friend who asks you to grab a coffee or saying no to a coworker who asks you to take on an extra task. 2. Role play with a friend. Practicing saying no with a trusted friend can help you build confidence and feel more comfortable with the process. Ask your friend to play the role of someone making a request, and practice saying no clearly and confidently. 3. Write out your responses. Writing out your responses to potential requests or situations can help you feel more prepared and confident when it comes time to say no. 4. Be patient. Remember that saying no is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. By practicing saying no, you can build confidence and feel more comfortable with setting boundaries. This can make it easier to say no in the future without feeling guilty or regretful. Number 6. Practicing self-care. Learning to say no is an essential part of taking care of ourselves and our mental and emotional well-being. Saying yes to everything can lead to burnout, stress, and anxiety. Practicing self-care can help us prioritize our needs and set boundaries that support our overall health and well-being. Here are some tips for practicing self-care when learning to say no. 1. Take breaks. When you feel overwhelmed or stressed, take a break. Take a walk, listen to music, or do something else that you enjoy. Taking breaks can help you recharge and reduce stress. 2. Prioritize your needs. It's important to prioritize your needs, such as getting enough sleep, eating healthy, and exercising regularly. By taking care of yourself, you'll have the energy and resources to take on challenges and say no when needed. 3. Say no to things that don't serve you. Sometimes we say yes to things that don't align with our values or goals. Saying no to these things can help you stay true to yourself and focus on what matters most to you. 4. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries can help you protect your time, energy, and resources. Be clear about what you can and can't do, and communicate your boundaries to others. By practicing self-care, we can build resilience, reduce stress, and improve our overall well-being. This can make it easier to say no when needed and prioritize our needs and goals. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's an essential part of taking care of ourselves and others. In conclusion, saying no is an important skill that can help us take care of ourselves, set healthy boundaries, and prioritize our goals and values. While saying no may feel uncomfortable or challenging at first, practicing these 6 psychological tips can help you say no with confidence and ease. Remember, you have the right to say no and prioritize your needs and goals. By mastering the art of saying no, you can improve your overall well-being and live a more fulfilling and balanced life. So, start practicing and saying no like a pro. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more video like this one.